Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Right, so alongside with obviously the new and exciting progression level of rank 3 7 stars, our ascended champions have become more available, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a hard time deciding which champions to ascend. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at one of the champions in my shortlist, and that is Absorbing Man. So huge thank you to Jason for sending over the gameplay. And let's see how Ascended Absorbing Man does. Obviously, we have the Realm of Legends Winter Soldier punching bag. We have some Gauntlet. We have some Attend to Your Pain. We have some AW and Balagron's fights. We also have some Necropolis stuff. So this is Winter Soldier in Uru form. He also sent me a clip of Winter Soldier fight in Magma form. That was a little bit slower. Could be potentially because of AI, but I do think that in generic fights, unless you need, the Magma form for something specific, that Uru form is probably better just because you get to activate special attacks more often. And if you keep pausing, which means you can ramp up faster, putting in bigger vulnerabilities on the opponent. That's what I think anyways. Let me know what you guys think. In generic kind of like Winter Soldier setting, what do you find quicker or easier? To me, it makes more sense that Uru form is better, just because you get to spam more specials and refine faster and get more vulnerabilities going for yourself. So here, he went for some nice kind of heavy attacks. And here we can see that, that heavy did the job, man. That was quite a solid amount of damage. So we all know this is going to be stupid and cheesy. We all know, we are fully aware of that. This is Terex. And if there is one champion that gets to bully Terex like nobody's business, that's pretty much always Absorbing Man. For this fight, you do want the Magma form to take less damage. And yeah, no, these fights are always a pleasure to watch. When you get to use Absorbing Man against Terex like an Alliance War or something, it's always a crazy good and fun time. Because, the man's gonna get cooked. So, put in the vulnerabilities. Sweet, look at that damage already. And obviously you have the regen to offset whatever energy damage you are taking. And now, this is... that is a gauntlet fight. I remember doing this fight with like Kitty or something, and it took forever. It's 43k energy damage. Okay, fine, whatever. That was ridiculously fun and fast. Okay, so let's go up, Attend to Your Pain, Hercules. Now, Absorbing Man obviously is one of the best Mystic champions currently in the game, and is very solid dual-purpose threat. And the thing that I like most about Absorbing Man is the variety of matchups he can take. Because, he turns out to be a great counter to Korg and Killmonger, which are some problem champions. You can use him against, like, Phantom Man and whatnot. And, in general, he's just, crazy good for a ton of different fights. And I like that. I like that a lot. DLL definitely did a very, very good job with this champion. And here we can see, after that level 3, he gets in that intercept. He has the cruelty, and the damage just goes away. And that whole annoying node thing with his indestructible and unblockable, that just gets absolutely destroyed. Now, Absman will more than likely be one of my ascensions very, very soon. My only reservation at the moment is that the upcoming Balagron season is going to be all about damage over time effects and like polka dot power and stuff. So we're going to see whether that kind of like convinces me to pause a bit on this ascension. But in general, dude, this fight just looked so good and so fast. And he finished it with full health, and it barely took any time at all. You can see 1 minute and 18 for that. So let's check out some AW fights and then Balagron's. I think most of the Balagron's fights will be from the previous season, but still he still has been crushing it in this season as well. Especially because even if opponents do get the regeneration buff, it just still feeds his Mystic Dispersion, and once he ramps up, he can, do extremely significant amounts of damage. So this does seem to be like an off-season war. But let's see how well or poorly Adam does here. He went in for a heavy attack, baiting out level 2. Level 2 obviously is easier to avoid, but that pod afterwards from the level 2 is quite annoying. Ooh, got parried. Cheeky. Okay, fine. So he's just going to go for medium, light, medium to refine and get the regen. The regen's obviously putting in work too. Now he just needs to bait out another level 2. Come on. Oof. Okay, okay. Enjoy that Mystic Dispersion as well. Adam can be a bit of a annoying guy to deal with. But okay, this should be very fun. This should be a nice Nihilus fight. Obviously, Zoriman against Nihilus is almost as good of a matchup as it is against Terex. Because of the armor breaks as well, you can ramp up your Absorbing incredibly quickly. And you don't really have to worry about the unstoppable that Nihilus gets. And yeah, no, this is another one of those, made to destroy type of matchups and situations. And we can see that, pretty much immediately here. All of those unstoppables feeding the Mystic Dispersion, medium, light, medium to refine. And yeah, no, very fast and easy. We have AW Gallon, AW, okay. Oh, we have AW Terex as well. Okay. But we're going to focus on the Balgon's fights afterwards, I suppose. And we have some Necropolis gameplay as well. I'm obviously not going to show you the entire fight of Necropolis in its entirety, but we will see how he, starts out and how he finishes those fights. So against against Namor, obviously you want to be in your Uru form. You hardly take any damage back from his Talokin skin or whatever it is called. And yeah, just bait out the specials. And smack him up. One of the better Tuma counters for Alliance War purposes and for Balgon's purposes. So here we go. He's getting his regen in as well, easily offsetting any chip damage that he's taking in this fight. And that poor Atuma doesn't have too much life left in him. You can just use it. See? Easy work. Okay, let's go AW Nimrod. And then let's check out some Balgon's fights. Has that shift Incinerate and Poison. Ooh, but he has Eye Bomb synergy, which means Absorbing Man is also poison immune. I do like that synergy for Alliance War purposes, specifically giving him also the poison immunity. Makes it, even better. Okay, so here we go. He's in his Magma form, putting in damage, getting that Mystic Dispersion going. Obviously, Nimrod has buffs that will inevitably start to expire quite soon. Hasn't actually managed to get him to level 2 for Nimrod to go unstoppable, but I suspect that's going to change soon. And here we go, and nice level 2. How about this debuff for extra willpower heal? Also not too bad. Hazard shift obviously also makes it much easier to play Absorbing Man. You don't need to bother with your light intercept. And now we're gonna see baby Absorbing Man putting in even more work. And yeah, that Nimrod is cooked. Ah, 1%. How sweet. Okay, so that happened. So let's check out BG Absman vs. Absman. A mirror match. Ooh, interesting. This is quite exciting. Right? I actually don't think that mirror match is typically particularly good time. It can be done, but it's, it kind of depends on the nodes and the meta, I suppose. But it's definitely not like the easiest fight. And this was in the previous meta when Science champions were like supercharged. But Hazard Shift made Absorb Man extremely powerful as well, because you get to continuously pause your form without too much of an investment. So it was like one of the times when it was super easy to play Absorbing Man throughout. Because, yeah, you just never needed to light intercept or anything. You just did your thing. I mean, look at that. That regen is quite nasty, though. Yeah, no, he did a great job here. Get to that level 1, activate it, and boom, sorted. Battlegrounds, Future Ant-Man. So we have Hercules against Shuri, and we have Absorbman against Future Ant-Man. Future Ant-Man is significantly more annoying now after his patch fix. Honestly, like, Ascended Future Ant-Mans are, like, on my ban shortlist. Because they are annoying to deal with. No questions asked. But let us see how Abs does here. Obviously, he's made a relatively solid start with his intercepts and everything else. Don't have too many armor ups to worry about. And see how it works out. Oof, he eats that level 1, but barely feels it. That's also one of the super fun things about Absorbman is like how just brutally tanky he is. Okay, so he gets his light intercept, everything's fine. Goes for parry heavy. Level 1, unfortunately, pretty much nothing crits. But still finishes the job. Okay, and he got the dub. Okay, alright. BG Herc version 2.0. Okay, so we're going up against Hercules. Again, Absorbman does shorten the immortality duration quite drastically. Getting the Infuriate up is not ideal. Can be quite annoying. But at least you still get to pause. And here we go. So, going in for a heavy, which did not connect, so he didn't get the extra crit rating. And he actually eats a bit to the face. Okay. But in between Absorbman's healing and the willpower here and his tankiness, that, he's back at full health already. Okay, so Absorbman's putting in work now. He's gotten the vulnerability on, goes for heavy attack. That was like 12k burst there already, quite easily attainable and achieved. And still at perfect yellow bar, goes for level 1. You can see that immortality goes away immediately. And then one hit to finish up the job. Kingpin. Honestly, I don't like this matchup that much with Absorbman. I mean, it's not awful, but if Kingpin gets stingy, this fight can be like super annoying. You do want to kind of bait heavy attacks at times with Absorbman in this fight, just because every time you do, you feed up your Mystic Dispersion. But yeah, like Kingpin on defense in general can be just so annoying if he just, starts refusing to throw his specials. But it's far from the worst fight. I'm just saying, I have had some very annoying experiences with AI and Kingpin. But then again, recently that goes for pretty much every champion. Swear to God, AI is making Battlegrounds almost unplayable. And so we can see the baby Absorbing Man putting in work here. Both of the Bold brothers. It's kind of funny to think like Abs is meant to be like, this kind of like massive, muscly brawler. He looks absolutely tiny next to the Kingpin. Alright, BG Nick, and then we have BG Zemo as well. And then we can take a look at Necropolis. So let's take a look at, okay, BG Nick and BG Zemo, and then we're gonna take a look. Yeah. Okay, so here he goes in for an intercept as well, that's fine. I don't think this ultimately is one of the better matches for Absorbing Man. I do think that obviously he's not like the fastest. That's the thing with Absorbing Man. Absorbing Man's damage is perfectly fine and acceptable in like a generic setting. And it's very, very amazing in, with good nodes or good matchups, stuff like that. At the same time, the thing that gives him the most value, I believe, is his versatility specifically, not the fact that, he can finish Nick Fury the fastest or Korg the fastest or something like that. He's a solid counter to a lot of fights. He's the best counter to some of the fights, but he has very few like bad matchups, which is why I like him a lot. Especially for stuff like Battlegrounds. Okay, so here he's starting to put in more and more work. 52 seconds remaining on the clock, and the first life of Nick Fury is about to be destroyed. Oh no, wait, that was the second life. Never mind, I missed it. Okay, that was fine. 71 seconds. Still, you know, not the worst. And then we have Zemo. My mind drifted away somewhere for a second. And here we go. Hashtag Zemogate was real. But oof, just realized those Furies could be a problem in this fight. Oh no, that hardly mattered. I was thinking, when Zemo starts getting those Furies, he can be a problem in a block hit. I have seen Zemo like block a hit through block for like 50k or something. But Abs handled it better than I thought he would, so that's cool. Come on, Baron. This is another stinky AI situation where he just walks around. And he lost his form because of it. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Stinky Baron Zemo. The real stinker. I think at this point, Jason kind of decided to just go for it. Oh, that's a very, very, very good level 2 dex. He did all that work dexing out of that level 2 and then still just took a blocked hit. Just from like a regular combo. It's fine. It's just kind of funny. Okay, there we go. So not the fastest finish for sure, but I think this was largely due to the AI. Okay, so we have Necropolis Null. That could be quite fun. And then we have also Vision Arcus and Airwalker. Okay, so how long is this clip? So obviously in this fight, every time you bait out that level 2, it's a good day. Because you kind of get your maximum full ramp there, right? See? Level 2, no problem. And then you can also kind of like just block as normal for most part. He's definitely putting in work here. That was like 48k already. That regen is easily sustaining everything. And that is a lot of damage there. Goes for another level 1. Come on then, lad. Again, max ramp up, easy money. I love this matchup too. So much burst damage. Such an easy healing, such an easy ramp up in general. You take like 5% damage every time he touches you with his basic hits. But it doesn't even really matter because you can regen more in between your, Oh, right, this matchup doesn't have willpower active. Fair enough, but again, Absorbman doesn't really need it. You can see that regen's absolutely massive. Yep, this definitely looks quite fun. Okay, let's see. Will it be? How fast is it going down? 34%, 31%, 29%, and I think somewhere at this point he's probably gonna mess up. And then we have Airwalker fight. I know a lot of people have been asking about this one. So let's see how he does here. A lot of people don't know about one of the Observerman's abilities, and that is when he holds block, he actually kind of stunts opponent's power gain, and he gains that power for himself, which is obviously awesome. You can see that Airwalker was hardly gaining any power whilst Observerman's blocking. Dude, that regen's going ham in this matchup as well. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, he's definitely very, 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 very good for this one. There's no question asked. He's very, very, very good for this fight. Come on. Look at that. That was like 30k crit and you all... Oh. It just... just so satisfying to see those numbers when Absorbman is kind of like in a really good matchup. And look at that. And another nice level 2. Dude, that Airwalker is getting minced right there. That's, I mean, that's quite nice. It's again 30k burst there, like it's nothing. To be fair, that Absorber right now has 40k PI. Just no. But I mean, now it's working. It's working. Fine. Look at that. That's one very, very dead Airwalker. Okay, let's check out some Vision Arcus gameplay here. So he does go for his level 3 again for the cruelty. And obviously collecting armor breaks like nobody's business. And that is, yet again, a lot of damage. I mean, obviously you do need to be careful with the power. But you can't say that the vision isn't going down fast. Okay, so he's getting about to eat level 3 here, but still. Like, look at that. Okay, so that level 3 is probably going to kill him. So, that has been a rank 5 Ascended Absorbman Showcase. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information